What's going on, everyone? Daniel here, and welcome to my long overdue review for Iron Fist. The fourth Defender has arrived. He arrived back in March. I'm very late on this. I have a lot to show you. I have a lot to talk about. I ended up finishing the season about a month later after its release. But, you know, Iron Fist is something that means something to me, man. The character of Danny Rand himself is such an interesting character. And there's a lot of ups and downs in this show. We're going to get to it right now with episode 1. I'm going to do the recap and then on to the pros, cons, and final score. Again, it is episode 1, so it is titled Snow Gives Way. And you're going to see my boobs right now. Is that okay? Do I have your permission? You'll be seeing it. You'll be seeing it right now. Ladies and gentlemen, Iron Fist. I've been waiting a long time to actually do this for the review. But anyway, your boy, Danny Rand, Anyway, so, yeah. I don't know, I feel more confident with my when I go to the beach, I can take it off. Like, oh shit, it's Iron Fist. So, I'm just saying. Anyway, now on to the recap. Thank you guys so much for joining. Let's go. So Danny Rand returns home after being long gone and thought dead by the world after a plane crash when he was a young kid. He returns to his company building and he is kicked out. He tries to talk to Joy and Ward and he is rejected. He ends up going inside his old home, now that is Joy's, and meets Al outside, who is a homeless man. Danny wants answers. He is scared of Ward, and he meets Colleen. Ward's men chase after Danny, taking them down, and he ends up impressing Colleen. Danny talks to Joy, tries to remember, and he is drugged and in the hospital. Al is dead of a heroin overdose, and Ward's dad is alive. Now on to the pros, cons, and final score. Yes, this season does have a lot of ups and downs, and especially the next few episodes. But I will say that the opening of this, and I know it's just slow. You have him walking around in a sense, and he's listening to music, but it's just that introduction of Danny Rand, like we're finally seeing the final Avenger walking around. It is so exciting to me, man. It's one I'm very excited for it. I love all the Defenders so far, and even seeing him walking down and with the beard and him, like, he's just a very nice guy. Danny Rand himself is a very humble character, very humble guy, until you end up messing with him and he has to, you know, fight back for his honor. But seeing him walking down the street and walking into the company building, like, hey, I'm Danny Rand, like, he's still a kid in his mind. He's reacting to everything, and it felt so real and like an actual reaction, what a real person would react like. Also, I like the music in this episode. You know, I can't remember it since it's been like since March since I've seen the episode, but I did enjoy like the intro and the music that he was listening to on his iPod or whatever MP3 player he had. That was all nice. Now, the fighting can go both ways. I thought it was very cheesy, and I think it was this episode. I may be wrong, but when he's talking to Joy, and I think it was when he talked to Joy or it was after, he jumped over a car, and I thought that was very the way it looked. Like, I understand he could jump over a car, but the way it looked was just So the fighting itself this episode, I thought it was alright. It was mediocre. It wasn't good, it wasn't bad. I think there are some better fight scenes in the season, but with him, when he was taking the security guards down, it was still cool to see him try to get up to the top of the tower to talk to Joy and Ward. And then having that little humanity moment with Al and talking to the homeless guy, and that, like, this is the only guy that accepts me, and he kind of believes me in a sense where, even though it sucks that Al ended up dying and they showed that he died, but actually them talking to each other, and Al's, you know, he's not all there, of course, and Danny's still talking to him, and that was really the only person I would accept him to talk to him, and that's something that, honestly, people come back home after a long time, especially even back then in military, you know, not many people would end up start talking to them, so they, you know, they go with people that obviously would accept them. Not all people are accepted when they come back from certain places or gone for a long time, and I mean years and years and years and years. So I thought it was nice to actually have Al, and I wish he would have survived longer and could have been a character that Danny goes to or something. That would have been cool. Now, I'll tell you this, Joy and Ward's dad, he is a huge part of season 1, and he's a whatever Chris Cooper, that actor. He is a Chris Cooper ripoff. He has his moments. Don't get me wrong, Joy and Ward's dad, but honestly, him being alive. First off, it's a very predictable show. There are a lot of predictable things about this show that you can kind of sense that he is the bad guy, which, spoiler alert, he is. That he was behind the murder of Danny Rand's parents and stuff. It was obvious from the first moment you look at him. He was the partner of Danny Rand's parents. Yeah, he killed him. Very obvious. The way of him being alive, I just don't like the thing. Like, why couldn't you just keep him dead? You didn't have to bring him alive. I know it's a comic thing, but still, actually him, the way that they ended up delivering it and bringing it up, it feels like focus more of Danny Rand and the Hand than on Joy and Ward and their father. I don't really have too much to say other than that. Al being dead, I thought that was really sucky that he ended up dying. Again, I wanted him to be in more episodes. And then everybody being dicks, like literally everybody. The guards, everyone, people on the streets, everybody was being dicks. That's what kind of sucked about it, because Danny's the only nice guy out of the next few episodes. Everybody else is dicks. They're mean. They're horrible. It shows like if New York is just a sucky place to be, man. And Colleen, first off, Colleen's awesome. I like her introduction as well. I think Colleen's a cool character in the series. So I forgot to mention that in the pros. Other than that, I really don't have much hate for the first episode. I think it's okay. I didn't think it was a great start off to Iron Fist. I think certain parts were. Definitely the next few episodes are going to be, hopefully, or when I go over them a little bit more, they'll be a little bit more better, of course. But anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. I'm going to give this Iron Fist episode, the first one, a C+. Thank you guys again for watching. If you enjoyed, make sure to like, comment, share, and hit that subscribe button. Until next time, bye-bye.